Good morning and welcome everyone to the Lotus Lounge Podcast. This is season 2, episode 8 of the Lotus Lounge Podcast, held by your very own Uma, that's me, CEO of the Lotus and the Light Metaphysical Center, and welcome back to those of you who've listened before. To those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Uma. I'm the CEO of the Lotus and Light Metaphysical Center in Northern Virginia, and I like to provide this podcast as a way to energetically set your mindset, set your emotions, set your whole entire being for the week, okay? So, without further ado, let's kick in and let's get ready, because we always start our meditations with our podcast with a little meditation to get ourselves into the right mindset. So wherever you are listening, please close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in, and exhale. So just for a moment, I'd like you to take nice deep breaths in and out, relaxing your neck, relaxing your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now bring your attention to your heart space and just for 1 minute, think about all the things you are grateful for. An attitude of gratitude raises our vibration. Now for this minute, I'd like you to think about this week. As we end January and head into February, what would you like to accomplish for the month of February? Spend a moment now thinking how you would like to feel, things you'd like to accomplish, and envision yourself doing those things. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Welcome in, everyone. Let's move into our affirmation of the day before we read the weekly blog at the Lotus and the Light. Welcome in, everyone. Today we're going to do the affirmation of the day. The affirmation of the day says, I am grounded. I am connected to the clearest, highest vibrations of love in the universe. This affirmation is a reminder to stay grounded in the energy of love. No matter what is going on outside of you or around you, do not get pulled into the disarray. Remind yourself that you are a sentient being, a spiritual being that is made of love and light. Try to find the love within you for everyone and everything happening outside of you, and you will remain grounded. That is the message of the day. I love that. I love that message because it follows along the line of what I wrote about this week. If you go to my website, thelotusandthelight.com, you can see my blog there, and I talk about winning a rat race means you're still a rat. And I'm going to sum it up here for you guys because it's a great theme as we end January and head into February. Be careful of being drawn into other people's storms when you have a quiet home established. So over the weekend, I was allowed the beautiful and very rare opportunity of being a client to receive healing. Usually I'm in the healer position, right? Usually I'm in the position giving healing, whether it's through comforting words, physical touch in a healing session, emotional releases that people get, or clarity gained in having a chat with me. It was so refreshing this weekend that I was able to play the part of the healee and let someone else play the role of healer. And that person was my very own friend on streams. Her name is known as Zen Barbie. So what happened was Zen came into my stream and we were talking, and then all of a sudden we started talking about the fact that I have been recently bullied, cyberbullied online. As some of you have been following me on social media, you've seen me posting about people from my past who've been bullying me. Before anyone reaches out to me, I am fine. Don't worry about it. I am heavily and well protected, both spiritually and physically. Trust me on that. And that person I'm not so worried about. It's just people make decisions, haste decisions, cutting things out their life that they realize a while later that they miss. And that's the situation with that. Someone's missing me. I understand that because I am a beautiful force to reckon with, and I'm a beautiful presence in someone's life. So I can understand them feeling the loss of such a divine being in their life. So when they've taken to social media to issue threats, warrant threats and things like that, I don't take it seriously. I do have my precautions up about me, but at the same time, I can see it for what it is. And it's just someone missing the presence of me. But we were talking about why was this still affecting me? Yes, I know this person. Yes, I know these people. Yes, I know the whole situation and what they're feeling. Like I said, the loss and absence of me. But what was concerning to me was I was giving it a lot more mental power than I'm used to. My beautiful friend Zen was able to get into that immediately. You see, the thing is, I'm a Capricorn. And I have a Gemini moon and a Sag rising. For those of you that don't know astrology, I'll translate that as I'm a badass bee. And I'm competitive and I like to win at all times. So having the understanding that there's people out here talking about me, dragging my name through the streets, as you will, and not being able to say anything back, well, that's been a very poor point for me. I have a mouth, why not use it? I have hands, why not type it? I have an ear hearing these things, why not respond to it? Has usually been my MO. But the thing is the more you involve yourself in the mud, the more dirtier you will get. My beautiful friend Zen was able to point that out to me this weekend when she asked the very poignant question, when are you ready to stop being a rat? The main point she pointed out to me that I was allowing them to distract me because I was refusing myself to leave the rat race. Think about this for a second. How many times have you been in a war of words against another person, whether it's trolling online or with your partner or with a friend or a group of people? They say something, you say something back. They say something, you say something back. always wanting to have the last word or have that victorious battle won. You could win the battle, but the war is not over, friends. Because as long as you keep dwelling there, they win. You have so much going for yourselves. I have so much going for myself. And these people tend to usually have nothing going on for themselves. They have a lot of time, a lot of energy to dedicate to being annoying or nosy or focusing on other people besides themselves. So when you entertain what they're doing, essentially you're sinking to their level. My friend pointed that out to me this weekend, and it brought a huge release because I realized that even if I won the race, at the end of it, I would still be a rat. And that's not something I wanted to be proud of. See, people can't affect you if you have them tuned out. And I know that I can tune someone out. Hey, I'm a mom. I have kids. I have spent a lifetime training for this. Are you kidding me? How many times was I required to tune out my kids when they were younger, playing and having fun, but making a lot of noise just to concentrate on my TV program? Or if I'm at an expo where there's hundreds, thousands of people walking around, checking out my stall and other people's stalls, how many times was I able to tune all of that noise out just to give a client a reading? I can do it. You can do it. We have done it before. And I think we really need to give ourselves more credit to do it again. I had an agenda with these people, and that was to have the last say in the rat race. And what I realize now is that it's not what they thought about me. It's more important about what I think and have thoughts about myself. I'm reminded of an analogy that I frequently use about a ship. A ship cannot sink in the ocean unless the water gets in. The only way water gets in is if it has a hole in its hull. In the same way, negativity cannot get into my psyche unless I have a hole in my energetic field, which allows the comments to filter in. It's time to fill that hole. I spent the weekend really filling that hole. I prayed, I meditated, I contemplated, I did yoga, and I allowed myself to feel the pain of loss as I mentally prepared to exit that race and never look back. I allowed the cycle to close finally. In life, we are all faced with choices in whether to tolerate someone else's abuse or to leave and shut the door for good. As hard as it is, when we finally do leave and end the disrespect, life opens up in amazing ways for our healing. Your choices are important in life. You may think it's not a big deal to tolerate a negative person or to still tune to the channel of destruction or mayhem, but it is actually quite harmful. A body and mind that undergoes prolonged negative attacks deteriorate, and it affects your ability to thrive. In the time I was tolerating these painful past memories, my sleep was affected, I gained weight, and I started feeling lethargic. I had no energy to do other things because I was so busy thinking or verbally fighting back. It was exhausting. So with this brand new cycle and start to a new week, I'm looking forward to intently and courageously focusing on my life. I'm going to tune out what other people are saying because it's exhausting, and I'm going to redirect my energy. What does that look like? I'm going to gently sidestep conversations where mutual friends that mean well try to fill me in on what's going on in the rat race. Don't need to hear about it, don't care. I'm going to avoid places where I can bump into these people. I'm going to renew my interest in the people who do love me and support me. And I'm going to have fun and joy planning new activities with my new people and loved ones to replace the memories built with people of the past. Let people talk about you. Focus on what you have going on and be so busy enjoying your life without them that you don't even notice what they're saying. Now that's the way you beat the game, by refusing to be a rat in the rat race and finding a luxurious pool to swim in with fantastic mermaids. It just feels better. I hope you guys take my words of my blog seriously, and as you end this January and start a new month, you put that into practice. Do not allow people from your past to infiltrate your mindset. Set it for a new direction. Allow yourself out of the rat race. Now I'm going to play for you a recording I made earlier today for TikTok. It is the reading of the week. This reading is going to be for Monday, January 30th to Sunday, February 5th. But please remember that whenever you come across this podcast or you hear this, time does not exist in the spiritual realm. So whenever you come across this podcast, it was meant for you to hear the messages. Good morning, everyone. This is Uma coming to you with your weekly reading for the week of January 30th. We're going to pull 3 cards with clarifying cards for the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So without further ado, let's get in. So the beginning of the week, we have 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is a great card because it talks about, happiness. That's a marriage of 2 people in front of a castle. It talks about like just completion, happiness, peace, and joy. It actually says on the card, creative goals and projects will be completed. Ideas are plentiful. Financial rewards come from completed work. Money doesn't necessarily mean happiness. Celebrate life's passages. Reward yourself for the success you've achieved. So this card is clarified by the 5 of Wands. Ooh, that's that struggle and strife. And the 8 of Cups moving on. I love this card. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, find the energy is happiness, peace, and joy. For most of you, you've left some sort of struggle behind. Because the 8 of Cups says you're moving on. The 5 of Wands is where you had that struggle and strife. So the energy is completion for Monday and Tuesday, okay? And basically what this means is that if you have closed certain doors over the weekend the way you were supposed to, then you can expect really good energy for Monday and Tuesday. You can expect to feel joy, happiness, creative inspiration, completion on projects, financial gain, and love in your life as well, okay? So basically with the Monday, Tuesday card, 4 of Wands, followed by the 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups, it's telling you that the energy is really good for you guys to move ahead on your goals, your plans, your relationships, your health, everything that you're like looking to move ahead if you made really good decisions and allowed the past to stay in the past, okay? Now, for the middle of week, Wednesday and Thursday, we have 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is a working hard kind of card. It says, pay attention to details, errors and sloppiness may be your undoing. Check all work for accuracy, hard work satisfying and successful, learning a new trade or profession, applying yourself or upgrading your skills. So for the middle of the week, we have 8 of Pentacles. And this is clarified by the Lovers. Ooh, and 9 of Cups. Wow. That is a wishes come true card. Whew. Hard work pays off in the end. Good news coming to those of you that are in relationships. Wednesday, Thursday, really good time for love. Really good time for connection, right? And also for those of you that are single or not in a relationship, the 9 of Cups is wishes come true. So good news all around for everybody. But again, this is dependent on, are you making the right choices in life, right? This weekend we had a closing of a cycle. Did you guys notice that? You were either asked to step up or step out or stay in. Some of us chose to stay in. Some of us chose to step out. But if you made the wrong decision, this energy is not going to apply to you this week. If you made the right decision, all these beautiful blessings are coming to you. So the middle of the week, we see a continuation of happiness, a continuation of efforts being rewarded, either in your love life, your romantic life, or in your personal life. Nine of Cups, wishes come true. The Lovers, finding the love of a lifetime. So congratulations to those of you that have been doing the work, choosing to stay above the fray, and just really allowing yourself to grow. You're going to have a lot of good news Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, let's see the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have the Queen of Pentacles card. The Queen of Pentacles is a woman that is very caring, nurturing. She shows concern for others. She's very loyal to her friends and family. Stable, dependable, helps others in need, organized, noble and generous, sympathetic to social and political issues. So let's clarify that Queen of Pentacles. It's very nurturing energy over the weekend. Okay, so it is being clarified by the moon. All right, and it is being clarified by the Eight of Wands. The moon and the Eight of Wands. This is about your self-work over the weekend. I feel Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to call a lot of people to pay attention to their intuition, to their dreams, to the messages they've been receiving. And if, you notice how everything this week is on the if? Because we're in the middle of cycles right now, everybody. We are in the middle of cycles. If you pay attention to these dreams, these intuitive hits, these visions that you are getting, life is going to take off for you dramatically over the weekend. Eight of Wands, right? Trying to stop all those arrows, blast of rainbow sunshine, right? Too much going on, but it's all positive stuff, all great stuff, right? So, are you nurturing yourself? Are you putting yourself first, or are you putting other people before you? If you're putting yourself first, if you're taking care of yourself, if you're following your intuitive guidance, you're going to get a lot of good news on the weekend as well. You know what's really crazy? I did my reading for myself, and I had a great week laid out for me, and it's looking the same way for the collective whole. So for those of you that are listening in, here is the answer. You have to put yourself first. You have to make the right choices that put you first. And you have to always act with integrity. If you're out here trying to scheme people, scam people, create drama, involve yourself in a rat race, like all that kind of stuff, none of it is going to work out for you. But as you guys can see, if you allow yourself to take the higher road each and every day, you're going to have a great week. We have love. We have self-care and nurturing. We have money. We have growth in the financial and the career sector. Lots of great energy here. So elevate your energy and all will be well. That is the reading for the week of January 30th to Sunday, February 5th. Remember, guys, if you'd like a private... So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Like I said, it looks very promising for this week. We just have to make the best choices. And of course, what are the choices? The choices are very simply put yourself first and trust that everything will work out if you stay focused on your goals and ignore everything else. Let's go in now to the goddess of the week and see what goddess is with us and what message she brings. The goddess of the week is Goddess Freya, and her message is bold. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. Here is your message. Don't play it safe right now. Instead, take bold action in the direction of your true heart's desire. Success comes not from timidity, but from committing yourself fully to realizing your dream. Hold a clear intention of success, and it shall come about. Enjoy the excitement of taking risks, of being bold, and of being daring. And be sure to celebrate your success with a party or by splurging on a wonderful indulgence. So this card asks you to take a risk this week, make a bold life change, appreciate your body, flirt a little bit, go have fun, and celebrate. Hey, if you guys play your cards right, maybe by the weekend, you'll have some fun things to celebrate by allowing yourself to be bold as Goddess Freya asks you to. That is the message from the goddess of the week. So this week we have a couple of events at Lotus. We have some online, some in-person events, but actually I had to reschedule the in-person event this weekend as no one signed up, but I will mention it because it will be coming up in March. Okay, so we can look forward to that. And this week we have on Monday, January 30th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we have a free talk for IET, getting the issues out of tissues. We're going to discuss what IET is, integrated energy therapy, and that's the class that I rescheduled to March. So if you do get a chance to listen in, don't worry if you're listening to this on the recording and you miss the time, 6:30 p.m., because I will be recording it and uploading to my YouTube channel, The Lotus and the Light on YouTube. So I'm going to talk about why IET is such a powerful healing modality. And I do offer sessions at the center. In fact, the February special is on IET. A regular IET session with me is $120. But for the month of February, you can get an integrated energy therapy session for $95. Okay? So definitely hit me up and let me know if you'd like a session in February for integrated energy therapy. On Wednesday, February 1st, I have energetic clearings for love and relationships. February is the month of love. So this is a great event. It's online and it's at 6 p.m. Eastern. So you would get a Zoom link. You would join me in a Zoom class and we would talk about all the ways we hold ourselves back, all our beliefs and limiting beliefs about love and relationships. And we will clear those using the Access Energetic Clearing Statement. On Friday, February 3rd, I have at 8 p.m. Eastern a free event. It's a spirit chat with me and free readings. So in that event, I have a metaphysical topic. We'll discuss it and I will also give free readings. That will be on social media. So check me out on my Instagram channel, The Lotus and the Light on Instagram. Check me out on Facebook, The Lotus and the Light on Facebook. I will be streaming to those platforms and giving free readings and doing a free talk. And then I have another free event on Saturday, February 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is the full moon cord cutting and messages circle with Uma. We're going to do a cord cutting, releasing those bonds to past people, past ideas, past behaviors. And we're also going to do a full moon reading on everyone who attends. You get a 1-card drawing from the moon deck, right? The moon tarot deck. So we have a lot of events coming up this week. I hope that you guys join us and, come through for some of them. We're going to end with the crystal of the week. The crystal of the week just tells us what crystal we should be wearing and what it's going to invite in. Here is your crystal of the week. We have watermelon tourmaline, and it is for stress reduction. This crystal appears when there's a need to de-stress your mind, body, schedule, and so forth. You already know which life areas are triggering your elevated stress levels. Your guardian angels are empowering you to reduce them by taking charge of your schedule and surroundings. You are encouraged to introduce stress management practices into your daily life, such as prayer and meditation, gentle exercise, time spent in nature, fun hobbies, massage, naps, and a chemical-free diet. This is also a message about simplifying your life. Look for tasks you can release or ways to clear clutter from your schedule. So we're going to ask you guys to wear this crystal, watermelon tourmaline, to make your lives better, stress-free, and to refocus and commit back to your path, your purpose in life. That brings us to the end of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that you have been enjoying it. Please, again, feel free to follow my podcast on Buzzsprout or click the like button on YouTube. Let me know, drop the comments and let me know how you guys are liking it. And I really appreciate your feedback. I do this from the bottom of my heart for you guys so that you can have a little bit of an energetic reset for the week and allow yourselves to just have a great start to your week. All right. As usual, if you guys want a private reading, private coaching, private healing, please hit me up. thelotusandthelight.com is my website. Hit me up and I'm happy to provide a healing service for you. That's all for now, guys. Have a wonderful end of January and a great start to your February.